they call the cops. You know, like, well, actually, at the anime convention, they'd probably be like, oh, whatever, you know. But I wonder if I go back home and I order a coffee like that, are they going to think I'm insane, or does that play? Like, does that work? Now I'm going to try it. I'll let you know how that goes. Or Taco Bell. I would like 2 bean burritos. No onions. No onions, I said, no onions. That's actually a lot of fun. I'm going to have to do that. I don't have a landline anymore because those are kind of archaic and things of the past. But back when we used to have things called landlines, good old telephone that hooked into the wall. Oh, kids. I used to get phone calls from solicitors, people trying to sell things or whatever. Hello? May I speak to your mom or dad? Oh, they're not home right now. Can I help you? And then they'd be like, I really need to speak to your mom or dad. Oh, they're not here. So you're by yourself? Sometimes, just for my own amusement, I would have like 2-hour phone conversations with these poor people. I was nice enough at the end to go, I'm just joshing with you. I'm actually in my 30s. Bye. Because I didn't want these poor people like calling Child Protective Services at my door. Hello? Yeah? But yeah, I've had fun on the telephone. And I still do it, like my brothers and I actually all do it to my mom. Like she answers the phone at her insurance company. And so we have a tendency to call, and it's always a joke. Like, we'll let the other ones know, hey, I'm about to call mom. And if she can't guess, that's a point. Like, if she doesn't know it's you right off the bat, then you get a point. So far, I'm the leader in points. My brother Juan is a close second, because he's pretty good. I keep telling him, I'm like, dude, you need to get into voice acting. You really should. He's like, nah, man, I got better things to do. I'm like, okay, whatever you say, it's fine. Yes?
I was wondering, can you give us a story? Like one of your funniest stories that you've done with solicitors in your
Oh, gosh, I can't even remember all of them. I know there was one that literally got to a point where I had to break and tell the poor guy, I was like, I'm so sorry. I was just messing with you. I didn't realize, because he was really concerned about this poor little girl. I mean, most of the time I would just like take it into a segue of like, what's your favorite color? Mine's purple. Do you like unicorn? I like unicorn. What's your favorite food? I like macaroni and cheese. You know, like little things like that. And then some of them would hang up on me because they were like, well, it's a kid, whatever. Like, I don't blame them. If I was a solicitor and a kid answered the phone, I'd be like, whatever. They're not doing anything for me. But some of them are really concerned. And there was one poor guy that I finally had to be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. No, I'm an actor. On the other end, like, thanks, lady.
Was it like a 2-hour long conversation?
No, that wasn't a 2-hour. That was actually only a 15-minute one. Like, he was really concerned. No, the 2-hour one, I think, it was a lady that obviously did not want to work. And so I think as long as I kept her on the phone, she would have talked to me all night. There were these long lags of silence. I was like, hello? Oh, honey, I'm still here. What'd you say? And then, like, I was talking. She was probably asleep at her desk, just listening to this little. So maybe I'm helping him out. I'm really not being mean. I'm giving him the well-deserved break they need. Monica, champion of solicitors. Who knows?
Better because now they're going to cell phones, so maybe you got to deal with them again.
Right. And now they all have my secret. Ah! Solicitors, I'm mean to you. Or if you need a break, call. Not giving you cash. Yes.
Me?
Yes, and then I'll go to Tiara. Happy birthday, girl.
How hard is it to become a voice actor? And when did you start becoming a voice actor?
Okay, here's the deal. I started back, when were you born?
1989.
1989? Oh, okay, that's not as bad. I started in 1999. I like that face. Ooh. Yeah, that's a long time ago. I started in 1999, and like I said, it was back when we were still doing VHS tapes. There was no such thing as the DVD. It was a DVD. We were doing these VHS tapes, and you got like 3 episodes, and you had to pick dub or sub, and you had to pay like $40 for your 3 episodes on a VHS tape. So nobody liked dubs back then, because if you were going to spend your money on the original or a dub, they're going to spend on the original. So everybody watched subs, which is fine for me because I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go to this con and 2 people show up here and it'll be great, whatever, we'll have a party. And that's what it was for a long time. But because of that, it was really easy for me to get in because nobody really knew about it. You know, it was just kind of local actors in Houston. I found out about it because I was doing Shakespeare with Jason Douglas. And he was doing anime, and he's like, you really need to audition for this company. Weird state of affairs. I called, and they just happened to be having auditions that weekend. I auditioned, and then I waited like 3 months, and they called me in for Walla and kind of tested me out. And then 3 months later, I was in Gasaraki. So, I mean, it just kind of happened. And it was a total mistake, and I never sought out voice acting. Like, I wanted to be an actor, but I never really thought about the specifics of voice acting. Like, I wasn't one of those kids that grew up and went, I wonder who does that voice. You know, like, I just, Hello Kitty was Hello Kitty, and Donald Duck was Donald Duck, and that's that. And Fozzie Bear was Fozzie Bear. There was nobody in that man. There was no hand. That was Fozzie Bear. You know, I didn't even think about the fact that there was somebody doing that voice. So now, it's like the whole dynamic has changed. When I used to go to conventions, it was like, you know, 40 and up men. And if you saw a girl, it was me or somebody's girlfriend. But it was rare. And now, it's 12-year-old girls! Well, I mean, it's actually pretty mixed. But some of the conventions you go to, it's like, oh my gosh! Wow, there's so many girls. Which is great, and I'm happy to see it, because that's a huge change from what I remember. It was a stinky place back in those days. Thank you, ladies, for flowering up the place. But yeah, so now it's really popular, and now because of DVDs, you can watch both, and a lot more people are into dubs, and, you know, as a result, people know who we are more. Like, it used to be that I could go to conventions and, like, sing karaoke with everybody and go to the rave, and nobody cared. Like, who's the crazy lady? Whatever. Now, you know, if you go to the rave, the security's worried that somebody's going to come bother you, and I'm like, I'm fine, whatever. But you don't want to bother security because staffers are awesome and we love them. So it's hard because it's different. Now I know that, you know, you can still get on a waiting list. Like, we have waiting lists, Funimation, I think Sentai still has one. These waiting lists are long. Like, really long, because you've gotta think these are people that have been calling over the years, and it builds up because we don't have as many auditions as there are people that want to be voice actors.
It's like 3 years.
Yeah, it's like 3 years long. Like, it's long. The best bet, I would say, is if you're interested in becoming a voice actor, is first, don't pigeonhole yourself. Anime is probably the lowest paying voice acting gig you can get in the world. Like, you'd be better off going to Taiwan and doing a bus commercial, and you would make more money than you do. I mean, I do it because I love it, and I'm sure any of you would too, but at the same time, like, it kind of sucks when you can go into a studio for 10 minutes and go, thank you for calling so-and-so. I'm doing your voicemail message. And then I make more money for that little 10 minutes than I did for the whole last month of anime. So don't pigeonhole yourself, because, like, you can pay your bills doing bus commercials and doing this kind of commercial and that kind of books on tape. Like, you could, or, well, books on CD or pocket, whatever. You can do all that kind of stuff to help pay the bills. As far as anime specific, probably getting an agent would be the best idea, getting a talent agent, because they can get you into the audition before the waiting list can. Because what happens is when we have auditions, the director says, I want actors, blah, 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 and he gives them a list. Those people are scheduled. Then he goes, okay, I want these, have the agencies take these blocks. So we've got like 10 to 2 on this day, and this agency gets these people, this agency. And they kind of fill in the holes with people that are new from agencies. Then whatever's left over, they go to the list and start filling that in. So that's the thing, is that you might have a 3-year waiting list, but then only like 12 people end up auditioning every round. So it takes forever to get through. So if you have an agent and you say, I would like to do some anime. If you ever have any anime work lying around, you let me know. Then the next time there's an audition, they'll push you through. You know what I mean? Like, they'll say, oh, hey, there's an audition. I will say that unless you live where the work is, so right now your choices are Houston's getting back in the scene, Dallas, LA. LA is a good deal because there's a lot of video game stuff out there. 5 minutes? Oh, Vancouver. If you want to go to Canada, So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Chase your dreams. Follow your dreams. Do it. I'm all about it. But I'm not gonna tell you that it's easy for you.